Hello, I'm Colette Hokanson. Some of you may have met me before. Some of you may have watched the podcast where I got to share some of my experiences that we have had in the gathering. I just wanted to give you a little bit of an intro about me and my experience. Um, for those of you that don't know, I've always kind of had an interest in family history, but it wasn't until our state president challenged us about in 2005 to take one name to the temple. And so about 3 weeks before, I got a little panicky and I thought, oh, I've got to find that name. And so I enlisted the help of my family history consultant in our ward. His name was Paul, and I'm so grateful for Paul. Um, he got me started. I went over to the Family History Center and I was going to find that one name. Well, that one name ended up being 11. And of course, then once I got those 11, I couldn't stop with that because they had spouses and it just continued. And doing the gathering at that point um, just became a lifeline for me in some very difficult periods of my life. And so it evolved to the point where now I am an employee of FamilySearch, and um, but it's been a long road. Um, Heavenly Father's guided me along the way, and I'm just super happy to be able to share the things that I have learned. One of the biggest things that I hope that we can accomplish in this is helping you to realize that every one of you can be a part of this gathering. So many times I hear people say, it's not my time. I have all of these other things that I'm doing. And I hope that we can, as we meet together and as I share some of the things that I have learned and am continuing to learn, I hope that you will take to heart what President Nelson has said, the gathering of Israel is the most important thing taking place on earth today. Nothing else compares in magnitude, in importance, in majesty, and if you choose to, you can be a big part of it. And he's also talked about anytime we do anything to bring anyone to closer to Christ, that's part of the gathering. And I know that we all have super busy lives. Some of us are grandparents. Some of us are working full time. Some of us have a lot of little kids underneath our feet. So we may be caregivers. But what I hope that you will understand through this is that it does not take a lot of time. I have devoted my life. I feel that I have been called to do this and called to teach. And I want you to know that you can find a name with some of the tools that we're going to be talking about in less than a minute. Sometimes it may take 5. But what I tell people all the time is treat this as if you were taking piano lessons. And what would you do with piano lessons? You would practice regularly. So whether you only have a few minutes or you have a bigger chunk of time, we're going to be talking about some of the things that you can do to incorporate the gathering into your life. I would like to challenge you to pray and ask God to strengthen you, to give you the ability to become a gatherer in your own family, and then to know exactly how to implement that. I have a very, very busy schedule, and one of my goals, and I'm not perfect at it, but one of my goals is just to touch the app or online every day. And obviously, I'm doing that for my work and with clients, but um, for my own personal family, I am trying to touch the app once a day, and we will talk about that. How you can do that. You can open it up. How many of us open up our social media every day? How many of us open up our email or we're reading something, a good book? I submit to you that I think we all have time that we can touch the app once a day um, or once a week, whatever you feel the Lord wants you to do. But I firmly believe that there is great power in this. And as you make this more a regular part of your life, that you will be greatly blessed. So join us for weekly little updates on things. I know we have a broad range of abilities and interests. What I would like to do is start with some things that will reach everybody, that everybody has the ability to do. I'd like to share some things that are new. The way that AI is changing the world of us being able to gather and take these names to the temple. So welcome, and I look forward to hearing your questions and tailoring these to what you need to be able to help you be the best gatherer.